Record. We are recording. All right. Welcome to a very special episode here. This is season 2, episode 5. And for some reason, we've decided to do a Tragically Hip only episode. We have our guest here. Welcome, Steve. Oh, I should say welcome to Clifton. He's always here.
Woo!
I don't need to welcome him. He's like,
He's
part of the gang.
He is. He's part of. Yeah. He's like he's half of the show, right?
I'm always in the back seat there. You can't drop me off.
That's right.
Yeah.
So our guest tonight is our colleague at work, Stephen Cote, who was virtually showing me around his record room, and Clifton and I are very jealous of it. And I would love to come and see it in person, but maybe another day. So welcome, Steve. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Hello.
And we decided the reason that we're doing a special Tragically Hip episode is because
It's Tom Petty's birthday.
Well, and I couldn't make up my mind.
Well, well, actually, I mean that is true, but also Clifton was kind of forcing me to I was off work for a couple of weeks, so I had some time to think. So he was forcing me to make my picks, and I have one spot left, and I could not pick a Tragically Hip album. And so we decided, you know what, we're the bosses, Clifton and I here, so we're going to make our own damn rules, and what the heck, we'll just do a Tragically Hip episode, and then we're all happy.
Yeah, and this could be part 1 of 100 down the road.
There should be a hip episode per season.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or for sure.
Or a Canadian episode per season.
There is no rules on Music for the Quarantine Soul. We've broken every one that we said at the start. There's really just no rules at all. So
I can dig out all my Burton Cummings 45s.
sure. Yeah, we could do an episode of that someday.
Oh,
too.
that'd be great.
So, and actually, I said we needed a reason, but we don't need a reason. But I mean, I guess one of the reasons could be I was looking through some Tragically Hip dates to see if there was an anniversary that we could tie into this. And it was just 3 years ago that Gord Downie passed away, unfortunately, and all of Canada was sad to see him go. October 17th, I think. So we're just over the 3-year anniversary of Gord's passing. So our tribute to Gord and the Tragically Hip, we're going to talk about the first 5 albums, and then save the rest for another episode. So Steve.
I kind of looked at this as kind of what you and I related to when I first moved back to Dauphin, was talking about the hip all the time.
Okay.
So I think this is important for the 3 of us to talk about this, because this is something that, usually when we meet, sometimes, or most cases, the hip comes up.
That is true.
So I think we owe it to the hip, because this is kind of what started it off, and it'll go from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Makes
we won't
sense.
have anything to. We won't be at a loss of words, I'm sure, when we discuss this. So.
Correct.
Okay, so let's start with the very first Tragically Hip release, or the first, I guess you could say, commercial response or commercial album. And those of us that are only listening audio, Steve is holding up his. Explain what you got there, Steve.
It's kind of like a promo copy. It's like the first release of the hip, but then it came with a promo card photo. And then it came with 2 inserts from BMG Canada, the Tragically Hip bio and the Tragically Hip release.
Okay. And where did you acquire this treasure?
Oh, it had